All right, we are live, but obviously no one's here.
You said we what? Okay, got it.
Okay, I sent it to you guys. I added it to
Don't
our
they know
story.
accordion doing?
Hmm?
You think no, like bend up where it let it sit up? Sit it right there. Yeah, that's better to read, honestly. Oh, okay. Oh, no. Oh man. You're in heat.
Okay, I like that.
Okay. All right.
Oh, well, shoot.
Huh?
Do you know what I just thought of?
What?
I don't have a phone, so I can't read. I was like, oh, I don't need to print off my papers. I have a phone.
So, what would you like to do?
Could you print them off for me? They are on the Notion.
Okay.
So you should be able to grab it, or from the Google Docs. But hello, everybody. We are back. It is March. It was a long month in February. So we are back, though. We are so excited. We are outside. We got some nice weather here in Raleigh. I was just about to do the same thing. Wonderful. We have a nice little beverage set up for the cool weather. Some punch, some fruit punch. Oh, got some beautiful hydrangeas because it's just about to be springtime. Oh,
Yes. I'm excited. Y'all, when I tell you it's been a long month, it's been a long month. However, we are back. It is the first.
we made it.
We made it to a new month.
Oh, that's nice.
That is nice. That is nice. We made it to a new month, and ultimately, we're just happy to be back here with you guys.
Yes.
Good conversation.
Yes.
Feeling good outside.
While we are getting set up, while we are getting squared away, no, for one, this isn't our new time. We're just dealing with February lag, I guess we'll call it.
Yeah, kind of like a lag. You're right.
But while we're getting set up, today we're talking all about friendship, all about community building. So in the spirit of that, send this live to your best friend. Send this to somebody that you love spending time with. And you guys can kind of bond in the comments today and send us, your favorite memories together or tips and tricks on how you made friends. Because that's kind of what we're talking about today.
How have you maintained your friendships? Because a lot of I'm seeing, a lot of friendships aren't lasting these days.
No.
Seeing these Miami trips, they hurt my feelings so bad. They hurt my feelings so bad because I've experienced a successful Miami trip.
You're so like, what went wrong?
What was y'all doing out
what
there?
What are you guys doing?
Wrong? Yeah. So, how do you maintain your friendships? Let us know.
That is definitely a really good one. I like that question out there because I've had, and I move a lot. I'm one of those people. I move probably every 3 to 4 years. And I mean, like full states. I was in Oregon just a few years ago, then South Dakota. Now here, I lived in Tennessee. So, and I still talk to, the people who made it, the ones that who are always going to be your friends like that.
Yeah.
I still talk to a lot of them. So I'm excited to give tips and tricks myself on how I've maintained a lot of my friendships.
Absolutely.
One of the girlies who always pops in our live, I'm sure she's already here and I haven't even acknowledged it, but my friend Bri, we've been friends. I think last year we figured out it was officially 10 years into our friendship.
And that's a success story, that's like something to be celebrated.
It should be like a wedding.
It should be like Like a wedding.
Yeah, like an anniversary.
Or
Like you guys
like a
have been
true
together through
anniversary.
trial and error.
Listen, grown up together.
Yes,
Have
she saw
cried,
me
have
at my
laughed.
party stage, in bathrooms, all across this place. She's traveled to me multiple times to help me move, just pack up and move.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hello.
It's under Sunday live scripts, right?
Yes, in March.
It won't let me open the live scripts
Dun,
tab.
dun,
I don't know if it's still
dun.
pretty well. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Deja, can you look on yours because you're in the Pro Bestie?
I don't know
Oh.
why it won't be.
Here,
Won't do.
talk to the people. Say hello.
Hello, people. How is everybody on this good Sunday? Just trying to get us. Did it open? I don't know why my fingers wouldn't open it. It's
Weird. Magic touch, magic touch. We are trying to get the script downloaded. And Miss Coach Shandy is working on it for us behind the scenes. But yeah, let us know in the comments. Like I said, send this to your friends so that we can have some great conversations today, all about friendships.
Speaking of friends,
Who's here?
comments. We have brown skinned girl. Hello. Thank you for coming. She said, I miss my friends, no lie. I feel that completely. Although I, understand, or I get everybody is grown nowadays. Like living
Children,
whole lives,
mortgages,
having whole kids, like
vacations. I heard mentions of
careers.
Aruba.
You know what I'm saying? Like people are living their lives, and it's just like now we have to schedule time together sometimes. Like
I saw somebody say, I scheduled something in April to hang out with my bestie. I can't wait to see you in 40 business days.
You know what I'm
I was like,
saying?
that's way
Like,
too accurate.
you have to schedule in time because like we're at that space, I guess, in our lives. Like we was where we, didn't have any real jobs, or we wasn't taking things like as serious. Yeah, I remember a time where like me and my friends was going somewhere every month, like every other weekend if we could. So listen, I completely feel that. I miss my friends too. We gotta get together soon. We gotta schedule something.
Yes. And that's something.
Everybody moved out. Like everybody's spread out now. You know what I'm saying? That's also a thing. Everybody's not in the same space.
And I'm that friend. I'm the one who left. And I watch them all on my Snapchats and Facebooks. Everyone's at the local bar, especially like, now that it's getting a little bit warmer out in South Dakota. I saw pictures of Wiley's last night and it made me really sad. I wanted to be there. And it looks like they've remodeled. Missing out. FOMO.
We're gonna have to take a trip.
Yes. And you keep talking about it because you want to go. And I love showing people my little podunk.
I would like to see where, your background, where you've been. Where you've lived in some places. So yeah, definitely.
We got
Kyle,
a lazy
what's
Sunday.
the deal? Having a lazy Sunday today. He said, feel you on the Wileys.
Brittany, speaking of friendships, oh my God, Brittany, what's that? 20 years? 25 years? Like we've been friends.
We got the baby.
Yes.
I was so scared it's gonna pronounce tiny.
People think the world is technology. I say paper is still it.
Paper is definitely the way to go sometimes.
Yes.
My goodness.
Don't let your phone die. Don't let your tablet die. It's over.
Stop it. Speaking of that, I had a moment where, if you don't know me, I moved to Raleigh in September. And the other day I went to go get my phone screen fixed. I'm trying to get that front camera fixed, y'all. And I went to a Batteries Plus to get it fixed. And I didn't expect it to be like an hour thing. So he was like, yeah, an hour, go do something.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know my way around here. And I was on Atlantic.
Yes.
And I ended up right over by your Dunkin'.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And so that gave me like a good, okay, as long as I can end up back at this Dunkin', I can remember like the one turn it got to get here.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a proud moment for me. I'm learning.
I'm terrible with directions.
I'm getting better. It's some parts of Raleigh I'm like, I recognize this street. I think I know where I am. And then I turn the corner, I'm like, I do know where I am. Okay. So I'm getting proud of myself. I've been here for 3, so I should know a little something, so.
I get to the point where I know how to get to work. I know how to get home. I know how to get the certain little places. I
You
like
work
to
a
go to.
decent distance though.
Yeah.
So that's
Mhm.
not just like, I work around the corner, 5-minute drive.
However, I take the same route.
They don't do
So I
it.
have
gotta switch it
to. I
up a
have to
little
switch.
bit.
I have to switch it up sometimes. Or else, like somebody really could be, a creep out there. However, friendships.
If the camera could zoom in on
Right.
its own at that
Friendship.
moment, and you're gonna see an edit that does that because that was
Absolutely.
beautiful.
So friendships.
Yes.
Let's get into it. We got
Yes.
the paper.
So now that we got the paper, we are ready to go. I hope everybody had enough time to send this to your bestie so that we can all hang out together. Like we've already discussed, I already got a bestie in the chats here. So Brittany, you can be honest, tell the people what it was like with me as a child. There's not many people I talked to this day that were like there. So this will be interesting. But our first question that we're gonna start with, and let's start with Deja. Describe your best childhood friend in one word.
My best childhood friend
Mhm.
in one word. How back into our childhood are we?
I was gonna ask the same
going?
Let's say
How back into our childhood are we?
Because I
going?
got mine on the throwback. I gotta way back.
let's say that maybe like 2nd to 6th grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I was
So
right.
2nd to 6th grade.
That like youth.
My
Mhm.
best childhood friend was grown.
Huh?
Okay, grown.
And I say grown in a sense of she was around a lot of like she had nothing but aunties. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
No one
she
her
was-
age
and
to
all-
relate
no
to.
one really that was her age. So like, she was going out to lunch with them and going out to the mall with them and
Yeah.
doing certain little things. So I think she was a little more, I guess, mature in some ways than I was. Because she was around adult things. I was around adult things, but not as much because I had friends and cousins and people that I'll be go around.
You knew what it was like to be your age.
With your folks, but she didn't necessarily, have that for real. And even like the cousins that she did have that was like that, again, they was around mainly adults because there was no other kids, that was really around their age. So they, was grown. In my mind at that time, like I was grown.
I could definitely agree.
Okay.
That was a very good
Okay.
word to describe it.
So a quick follow up for
Okay.
that one, and then we'll move on over. Do you feel like that benefited you in the long run, that friendship, because she was grown, or do you feel like you were exposed to things that maybe weren't your age yet?
I feel like I benefited in a way. I benefited because I feel like I was a little more like hip to certain things that was going on around me.
Yes.
Kids are like they can be oblivious. You know what I'm saying? As they should.
Yes.
Be. But I'm nosy, so I don't mind, knowing what's really going on, or
she had the tea, honey.
she had the tea.
Yeah.
So I felt like I benefited from that in a way. It wasn't until, high school time where things got a little sticky. So,
okay.
outside of that, it was cool.
That first grown wasn't the problem.
Yeah, that first grown wasn't the issue.
Grown level 1.
Yeah, grown level 1 wasn't the issue.
Okay, Chad, I like that. Chad, have you had a grown level 1 friend?
And that's just the one word I can think of. And maybe grown isn't even the word that.
No, I really like it. Because as soon as you said it, it was
it
in my mind. And I was like, I've had some grown friends.
Some grown friends.
Yeah.
That was just like, girl.
Now, would I say my grown friends benefited me? No. Not at all.
And I guess that's another thing. Like, it kind of taught me how to be like a girl's girl or a girly girl in a sense. Because they were so like girly, and at the time it was the baby fats, it was the Rockawares, it was the it was certain things that was just like I want to go to the mall every weekend and just go shopping and be out at lunch with girls. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of how
Okay.
I viewed it. You know, so it benefits.
I like
Okay.
it. All right.
Me, my friend, it would probably, the word would be safe.
Oh,
Safe.
Yes.
I like safe.
As we get
as we determine, is that fireworks?
Crazy, yeah, but
safe?
yeah, safe.
Okay.
Because
I love that.
surprisingly, the person who people would think would be my childhood friend is not. It's a boy,
Mhm.
and we were very close. It was my neighbor, and I'm talking about we both had a pretty strained relationships with our fathers, and we kind of bonded over that, and like we grew up next door to each other, and like we just went through a lot of life, and as like my guy friends, he's always felt like a safe space for me, and like I just felt like I was able to I guess say mature in a lot of ways or experience a lot of things in a safe space because he was there.
Mhm.
So yeah, but safe,
like
yeah,
that.
safe would be it.
I like that. I like
yeah.
that. We got some comments, y'all, though.
Ooh, yes.
But yeah, we love that. Okay. Hey, aunties. Hey. What's
What's
going on?
Hello.
Y'all look so pretty. Y'all look very nice.
Thank you,
Thank
baby.
you.
We are trying to look like something today.
You know,
In this
okay,
pretty-
we miss it for a little bit.
Yes.
Pretty weather, right?
You
We have
know,
to give y'all a little something coming
With
back.
the extra
that
effort
part.
in it.
And thank you to anyone new that may be watching.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you
Please,
so much.
welcome.
Welcome.
Share, follow, engage. Talk to us. Let us know what's been going on with you and
Yes.
your friends.
Drop your one word for your bestie. Describe
What
your
is your
bestie in the
one
comments.
word?
Yes. What's your one word
Yes.
for your bestie?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And
It's punch though.
Okay. I won't go say no. I didn't want to interrupt. But yeah, this is delicious.
Okay, you jacked it up.
thank
Oh.
you. I did a little something with what I had.
Mhm.
Okay, I absolutely love your words, ladies.
Yes.
I was trying to think of mine, and I think I'm gonna land on adventurous.
Okay.
I had a little girl who was like up the block from me, and she was like, we were doing everything, and it was like things that I ended up doing for like my entire life. Like that there was like an area that I didn't know existed right next to our houses that was like a whole forest with a little creek running through it, and
shoot.
if you followed the creek far enough, there was a little sandbar back there. Like it was a shit ton of stuff going on back there.
Okay.
And because she was like, let's hop this fence and do these things. And she really like broke me out of like I was a very good like rule following, I didn't break no rules type of kid. And she kind of broke that a little bit and was like the first person who was just like, you can like walk the line a little bit, you know, like you don't have to.
Alright.
Yeah. So that age, and I needed that because, like I said, I was a very straight and narrow child.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, there's nothing
No.
wrong with
Nothing wrong with
that.
that.
Nothing wrong with
All right, our next question,
that. Mhm.
and we'll keep it around the same age point, just to
Okay.
keep it where your mind's at.
Okay.
Do you feel like you naturally fit in at that age, or did you have to find your friends? Like, did you have to like actively make friends, or were you just friends with people? Is there a birthday party going on?
It's something it is.
So.
Oh my god, if you can hear it, there's a birthday party going on behind us. Woo!
But yeah, you
Too
said
cute.
if we felt like we fit in
Yeah.
during that time, or like we just made friends.
Yeah.
I feel like to an extent, I was definitely like one of those kids that when I rode their bikes in the afternoons
Yes.
and on the weekends and stuff, I had little friends' houses and stuff I could go to. But I did also have my troublesome areas. I was a chubby kid, so I did have those who I didn't quite get along with as well because, unfortunately, I was a bully. I was bullied, but I also lightly bullied others. I guess you could say. You know what I'm saying? I crack a joke or two, but I think it was just to kind of cope with being picked on myself, you know. But other than that, I feel like I just, just made friends. Like, and I had a diverse group of friends, very diverse group of friends, and I like that. But yeah, I feel like I just kind of flowed. I guess I say fit in.
think my situation is a little more complicated.
Okay.
It's a little more complicated because I had a narrative that I had to be careful of making friends because I never know who is my friend to really be my friend or who's your friend to have ulterior motives.
Yo.
So a lot of times I always kind of felt a little on guard regardless of what friends I had, simply because I don't know if they really my friend or if they have ulterior motives.
Yeah.
It took me a while to get out of that mindset and just kind of like go with the flow as if like, okay, if people are around, they're gonna be around. If they got ulterior motives, you know, gotta show it to you. You know, you'll be exposed.
Exactly.
So, I think could have fit in a lot of different groups, but because I was so on guard with certain things, now I had plenty of places to go, but I feel like a lot of them was like family friends, cousins, you know what I'm saying? Certain people that, you know, I made friends with at school or something like that, but it was always I always felt a little like I had to be on guard with, you know, that. So
that definitely makes sense.
All right, we have a comment from Kyle. He said, definitely had to work to make friends. Did not come easy.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Yeah, it's not like that for everyone.
It doesn't sometimes because kids are cruel.
Because kids are cruel.
Kids are cruel.
And nowadays, woo, you could be public with that.
Exactly.
I couldn't imagine.
Exactly.
I could not imagine.
No, not with cell phones. Not with just being able to go live in certain and everyone knows what's going on around you all. Yeah, I'd pass.
No control.
No, I would say I made friends very easily, but I always felt like I was different from everybody else. So I was always like, oh, they're all friends, but I'm like just hanging out with them and their friends. Like I may be friends with you, but like, you know, you just introduced me to you. So that means you're her friend, not my friend. So, and there just feels like, you know, there's history, there's, you know, jokes, there's all this stuff. And I was always very conscious of that as a kid. And I would always just be like, I'm hanging out with you and your friends. That's so much fun.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me with you and your friends.
Yeah, and I just never like got to the point. I had a little friendship where I was like in a trio in elementary school and middle school, but then after that, I had one friend where we were friends, but not always, and other friends where we were friends, but not always, and and then friend people that would let me like hang out with them, like didn't say no, but like it was almost like I just like sat with you guys and I'm like, how's everybody doing today?
I feel that.
So it was always awkward making friends, but I won't say like it was hard to make friends. I feel like I probably made it a lot harder and way more awkward than it needed to be.
It needed to be, right?
You know? Way overthought those situations in second grade.
You know? Too much stress. Pressure.
Oh my goodness.
You have to make friends.
Oh my goodness. All right. So that kind of not wraps up, I guess, but I kind of want to move into our, like, let's do like the 5th to 8th grade. You guys got middle school, right?
Interesting time.
Yeah, middle school, which was, if Brittany's still in the chat, that's where we met, was middle school. And that was an interesting time period because I was definitely like, I had a main goal of fitting in. I wanted to just be popular. And I don't even know what that meant or who was popular, but like I was going to do it. So let's go into our first question in this time frame. When did friendships start to feel like different, like from the elementary school to the middle school? Like, did you feel that when the grade shifted, or was it before then, way after then? Did things still feel the same for you? Like, what was it? It was before then?
It was before then. Unfortunately, my mom decided to move us in the middle of my 5th grade year. So the elementary school friends that I had that I expected to go to middle school with did not happen.
Oh.
Had to start from scratch.
So I had to kind of start from scratch, and then I had that kind of awkward, the new girl who is she? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Where she come from?
who is she? Where she come from? In the middle of the school year, like. So I feel like it got a little sticky for me trying to make friends. But once I finally did make friends, which again, are you my friend because you want to be my friend, or do you got my friend?
Mm-hmm.
However the case, once I finally did make those friends, they kind of went with me, and some of them went with me into middle school. Now, some friendships didn't maintain in middle school. However, I felt like it was okay, but it got sticky in that switch up.
Yeah,
because that's when I kind of got to a place of just like, okay, I realized I cannot be liked simply for being me. Simply for being in a situation I couldn't control. Simply for,
what?
Yeah, like walking into, being the girl of attention at that time. And the attention was very brief.
Yeah.
Walked in the door, looked back, who was that? That was all the attention. However, I don't feel like, it was always liked.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that was the first time I experienced that. Weird.
That is, and I mean, that is like such a moving is one of those like such like we're just like it's a part of life, you just move. But like as a kid, it's definitely experienced a little bit differently.
Right.
Oh yeah, I got that.
Didn't like it one bit.
I think all of that changed for me 6th grade.
Yeah.
6th grade, it was a wrap. Like that's when I felt like the first time I felt like a divide. Like the girls who are like, they cute and they wear, their mama let them wear big booby rings and, just the ones that you could tell are a little more mature, like they ready to, I don't know, just to like grow up and, you still feeling like 5th grade. Like that, and it was just like, you could just tell the kids who had already kind of figured out their style or just whatever. It just created a divide. And I was definitely not one of those kids that had like her own style. Like I just went with whatever. We doing butterfly clips. I like butterfly clips. Yeah. Just whatever it was in was what I was with. And I was just like, a fun person. Like I was likable, but I don't think I would be what you would consider popular, but more so well known. Yeah. But yeah, I wasn't one of the like cool kids, I guess you could say, during that time. Now, once we reached up to 8th grade, it was different. I was stomping with the big dogs.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
Nature. Unexpected.
Right. Still haven't confirmed what that was, but okay.
We'll watch it back in the
I'm assuming that was that leave. I just had to confirm.
Oh, thank God.
I would have been looking over the whole time. I would have been like, oh, no.
Inside.
Somebody said you can tell we're so calming. Thank you, Destiny.
Destiny.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for watching.
Okay, he said the new kid every year of elementary is here.
Oh no!
Yeah, honestly, you're the
sorry.
one who really taught me how. Because like I've never moved. I never moved as a child. I lived in the same house entire childhood, and I thought that was everybody's life. I thought moving was like you maybe sometimes do it, but not like
right,
not frequently.
Like,
we all own here, don't we?
Right.
But when me and him really started to talk about it and like all of the things that like he had to experience when they would just pick up and move and you have to start all over, new friends, new people, the internet kind of connects you a little bit, but not in that day and age when the dinosaurs roamed, like it didn't work like that.
Somebody moved and it's just like this is gone
right
forever.
me
Gone forever.
Yeah, I remember when my homegirl moved to Japan with her dad.
Oh no,
and like that was a time difference thing. Phone calls were expensive.
Yeah,
but that was like my homegirl. That was my best friend.
Oh.
And yeah, it would be like 2:00 in the morning. My mom coming there and she'd be like, "Hey, Khadijah's on the phone," and she's like at the pool in Japan. I'm in bed, But it was just like that was the only way we could even touch it. And that was crazy.
Right,
you just gone.
Oh my goodness,
a letter.
I have to have a pen pal. You have to know the address.
It is lit. That's a bite. Honey, the weather good today. The lights is out. Okay.
People are
They said they out moving and grooving.
They were.
Okay.
I will say, the farmer's market today. I went this morning. Yeah, just to grab a couple things. And I didn't want to invite anybody because I didn't want it to be a thing. I just wanted to in and out with some vegetables. And but oh my god, it was packed. And like it was honestly really sold out. Like a lot of the like stands, one of them had like there was one place that had cabbage. I got us another cabbage. But no other cabbages. Allegedly leeks are in season.
I wasn't gonna laugh.
Allegedly leeks are in season, but nobody had leeks. So soup.
Oh, okay. That's a foreign vegetable.
Stir fry.
It's not too shabby.
Is it? Okay.
It's not too shabby.
I always try my new stuff with Jess.
I'm about to say, I feel like Jess made it.
Today I tried sunflower bread.
I did. I sent you some. It was a leek and the sunflower seed. We'll have to get you a slice.
Oh my god.
That sunflower seed sourdough bread.
Mm-hmm. And I hope that when she gets you a piece, I can have another.
We can finish the loaf, ladies. It's already almost gone. And I'll have to go back sometime this week and pick up another. But good Lord, that bread is delicious.
Okay.
Yeah, your face when I told you. She's like, all right.
No, it was giving, in my mind, it was giving poppy seed vibes.
Just had that adventurous friend.
And here we are.
Adventurous in all areas.
Here we are. And it genuinely was a catalyst for me. Like, it ain't that bad out here. So
thank you, friend.
Yes. I remember her name. I think it was Josie, but she really liked JoJo music. I always watched JoJo music videos at her house.
JoJo was time.
All right. Ooh, this is a really good question for this. So same time frame. Have you ever had to shrink yourself to stay connected to someone? Because while you guys think about it, South Dakota, 2006. Oh my goodness. Being anything but white in South Dakota is such a interesting experience because even if, and I had a lot of friends who said that they never experienced racism, like they were like, yeah, it's not that bad out here. And I love that for them. But I feel like even if it's not, and I would say mine is, the smallest level on the totem pole for racism that you can experience in this country. But you would feel the difference. And because of that difference, like you would change yourself. I straightened my hair from 6th grade to graduating high school because I wanted it to like look like everybody else's. Mm-hmm. And I wore clothes like everybody else. And I tried to do all of these things. And because I didn't look like everybody else, because I'm not everybody else, especially there, just like all of these things would stick out and you would just try to shove them in boxes that they don't fit in. So that was a lot of my childhood. And
I'm sorry you had to experience that.
Life. I gotta go to Disney World.
I ain't been.
Yeah, ups and downs.
Right. But yeah, I'm trying to think if I've ever felt like I've had to make myself smaller. No, I feel like if anything, like I was kind of a big force in the room. I didn't mind. I was definitely in a period of life I didn't mind being myself. I didn't mind being funny. I was, the only thing that made me shy was like, oh boy. But other than that, as far as like being myself, like I had, of course, your typical teenage girl, like body issues. I was just like, I wish I was a little smaller. I would love to be 8th grade me now. Okay, 8th grade me was her. But yeah, like I just, as far as who I was and the things that I liked and, my hobbies and stuff like that, I knew who I was as a teenager. I had a mature understanding of like, I'm going through life. Getting older, things are happening, liking boys, so it was
age appropriate. We're on track.
Hey, whatever, life.
I think that comes from good shows, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Clarissa
such good
explains
guidance.
it all, and it's told by Ginger.
Yes, because honey, I was
those
journaling heavy. Ginger had me
Okay.
writing.
When
Yeah.
that's
Let me
like,
write.
life is life out here, and you got to be prepared. It's a dog eat dog world in middle
Mhm.
school.
And it was.
Yep.
And that's the only thing I can probably think of is you know, not being, I guess at the time, the like small light skinned girl with the pretty hair. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have that aesthetic. And of course that's what the boys liked and talked to and things like that. And of course, you know, I had crushes and things like that, but I never thought, or I didn't think at that time that like I'm not their type, because they, you know, like the light skinned girl with the curly hair who wear all the clips all over her head.
Okay. The ones that move a little bit.
And she could put it back in a fan.
Yes, a fan. And don't let her be able to put a donut in a fan.
Okay,
Ooh,
donut in a fan.
She was her.
She was her.
She was her.
Okay, with a couple clips on the side. Listen, that was the aesthetic. That's what
It was
they
a rough
like.
time, baby. It was a rough
It
time.
was, you know. So I think that's the only time I felt like I had to like shrink myself, like maybe like dances or you know things where it had to be that interaction with boys and girls, co-ed things.
Okay. And since, because both of you had the like boy one, we'll go up with this follow-up question. How did friendships shift when romantic relationships started to enter the picture? Because I remember that time where people would be like, you got a boyfriend and you just forgot all about us.
Yeah, I feel like that was pulled sometime at some point in my life. With a friend, like you got your little boyfriend and now you ain't got no friend. But I think it was more of like the time where like they wanted to do stuff that y'all can get in trouble. Like, y'all get in trouble.
Okay.
The sneaking out, the meeting at the park, and me kissing and all that. Like,
Yeah.
right. Your mama can pull up at any moment.
Any moment that door could open.
Getting dropped off at the movies to be with them at the movies in the dark, like stuff like that.
I
It
didn't
was
get
just
that kind
like
of bowl till high school.
that's what I'm saying. Like it was stuff. It was just like y'all. I mean,
Doing too much.
it's a lot. It's a lot happening right now. But I ain't gonna tell your mama. But if she, she pull up, I'm just gonna say that you can call my mama.
That part.
My mama gonna ask me what's going on, and I'm gonna tell her like, listen, this is how I thought the night was gonna go. However, a little twist was put on.
Not
I
by
was
me.
already too late.
Yeah. I don't know what that was about. I was very much a lookout person too.
Yeah, it was already
I was
too late.
not. It was very subtle. For one, I feel awkward. Because we used to have these little get-togethers. Like when I was in 8th grade, we was called shindigs. And it used to be like the same amount of girls, same amount of boys, and like we would dance and stuff. Look grind up on somebody. But I always felt like awkward as hell. So like anytime they would do stuff like that, let me be the odd number. Let somebody please don't show up. But that's the only thing I used to lie about. Like if I go to say I'm going to my friend's house, we'll end up at a shindig. But I did go to my friend's house, so technically I didn't lie. I didn't stay where we went after that. But yeah, it was just a very awkward time. Very awkward time.
Very awkward time.
Because you're going to get put with an awkward person in their crew.
Right.
And that's never good.
Right.
The two awkward people. It's never good.
Right.
Never.
So definitely want to make sure that during that time I was I ain't getting in trouble.
I was scared.
Oh yeah, no, I was definitely afraid, and I was a very church-going child, and the Lord's not smiting me, so I did what I was supposed to. There was a few moments where I started acting out and doing different things, but that was because I was testing it, and nothing bad happened. So here we are. You got it. That's age appropriate. But yeah, no, when I started dabbling in, I remember my first little boyfriend at school, and this was such an embarrassing because I'm sure to him it was just like nothing, but to me I remember it. And we would email each other, and we went outside on a fire drill and held hands.
Yes.
emails of fire drills.
Yes, and I remember I had a friend who was just like, you always sit with him at lunch. You always sit with him in the beginning of the school day. Like, you don't hang out with us anymore. You just want to hang out with him and blah, 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 blah. And I don't know. I didn't obviously, like, now I'm just like, okay, I do see it. Because I was glued to this little boy for a solid month.
It's new.
But from that angle, and as an adult, and I've experienced it now from the other end with friends who get into relationships and they get absorbed into it. It's just like, okay, girl.
But you know what? As you were saying, I was thinking about, imagine, just like you said with the shows that we were watching, imagine like the movies, like the rom-coms that were out. You know what I'm saying? During that time. Yeah. Oh my God, Love Jones.
We were romantic.
You know? Love and Basketball. And that was not a romantic story. Now that I'm an adult, that was not a good story at all. That's a conversation for another time. I know a lot of people like to debate about that, but Love and Basketball was a terrible story. Terrible. And we don't want to be Monica. No. But yeah, that's when all like the sweet little rom-coms and stuff came out, and you're just like, oh, I got a boyfriend. So like, it's your first little dabble in love. So yeah, of course you'll sit with your boo.
I feel like there's definitely, and that's a whole conversation, honestly. Like, what is the appropriate level? Hang out with your friends versus this? Like, what is? And I think it just goes down to how much you hang out with your friends.
Yeah.
And, integrating those two parts of life.
Yeah, in a healthy manner.
Exactly. But no, at that age, you didn't know what that was, and you just glued yourself to that boy.
We're gonna be together forever. Absolutely, I had to. We're gonna be together forever.
Five ever.
Yes, forever.
Oh, those are beautiful times. Okay. What time is it real quick? Just in case.
5:11, 5:12.
Okay. So we'll keep going. Extended episode. I'll ask a few quick questions about like adulthood. We'll skip ahead. High school was fun, but maybe
we don't have to skip because high school was a good time.
Do we have the time, ladies?
Yeah, let's
all right. Let's hit high school. All right. And it actually doesn't have a high school section. I don't know why it doesn't. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Sometimes I write these at like 2 a.m. and when I'm inspired, and I never look back at it again. And then day comes and I'm just like, I already wrote it. I did a good job. And then I read it. Sometimes even like the questions don't make sense. The punctuation definitely isn't good.
Listen, it happens.
Okay, well, let's just talk about high school. Okay, I want to know high school fights. What was your biggest high school girl fight? Like just with your friend, not like a punching fight or anything like that. Just like the fight you got in with your bestie. Like me and my friend got in a fight because I told her dad some information that she did not want getting told to him. And it ended up in us going back and forth. A whole bunch of other stuff got discovered about. Like she just lived a whole secret life that I accidentally uncovered. And it turned into her turning all of the little girls at school against me. And one of them kept like whispering in the hall that she was going to fight me. And I was not a fighter. And it blew into this whole, it probably took like a whole semester from beginning to end to figure out. But it was the craziest whole circumstance. I think she ended up going to rehab. Whole thing. But yeah, it was the craziest fight I've ever experienced. And it was in high school.
Oh my gosh. Me and my best friend got into a small spat in high school. And now that I think of it now, like I was pretty fucked up for that. But at the time, I didn't see it as a big deal because it's not my place. But it was a situation where she had a boyfriend or an ex-boyfriend. I can't remember if they was together or broken up at this point. Who had first dated a friend of mine, and then started dating my best friend. Him and the friend of mine got reconnected and kissed. Right. And I guess I didn't tell my best friend that they kissed. And again, now that I think back at it, like I was pretty fucked up for that. But at the time, it was just like, that's y'all little, triangle. Like,
Not
I ain't got
mine,
nothing to do with that
yeah.
as far as I knew y'all was fucking. But yeah, I think that was a time where I would say that like that was the only time we got into a little bit of a spat, because again, I wasn't understanding at that time why she was upset with me.
I mean, I was young you.
But I get it now. I get it, and I'm sorry.
Said, if you're watching here today,
You know. I'm trying to think. I can't really think right off the top of my head like major beefs like back and forth. But I do remember that there was a time that I'm almost positive. I don't know about now. I don't know. I don't care anymore. But I'm almost positive that I had a friend steal some money from me. And when I approached her about it, she was just like, she made it such a big deal, like so defensive. And I was like, oh, she stole it. And like that really like messed up our friendship for a hot minute. And like it made it awkward because we like did an extracurricular activity together. And we were together a lot. Mm-hmm. And it just made it awkward. It kind of caused a little divide with the groups. It got real cliquey for a minute. And it was just weird. But like even to this day, like even if she did take it, like I think it was just more so like if you did, just say so. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think that's like the biggest issue where like we had like a falling out. The other situation I had, I didn't find out that she was like batshit crazy until we were like adults. But the lying started in high school.
Yeah.
So, like, the lying started in high school. But when we became adults, it was just like, this tracks.
This is just a thing for you.
Yeah, this is like your life. Okay, this is your character. Got you. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was like, that sucked. I thought we was gonna like throw some hands. I thought it was gonna be some smoke about that, but then I just had to let it go. You know, I had a job. I was working. I could get it back. But it was the principal.
It was the
principal. It was in my personal space. And my moolah is gone. My cheddar gone. And I had a little raggedy car at that time, honey. I needed that money. I did.
Okay. What about... Okay, and I just had a really good question in my head. That's why we write things down, folks. It was... Oh, yeah. What is one thing, like a tip or a trick or something that you learned in high school that you, like from somebody else, obviously, that you still use to this day? Like, I learned you're not supposed to, with your mascara, you're not supposed to, like, jam it in there a bunch because that dries it out.
Oh. I learned that today.
Yes.
Right.
I believe Olivia taught me that. Thanks, girl.
I don't know. I think by being in extracurriculars, I learned a lot about just little tips and tricks about maintaining hygiene. You know what I'm saying? Like just maintaining hygiene. You know, if you can't go home, make sure you have, you know, a little baggie with, you know, what you need to freshen up. You know, don't get behind nobody flapping them legs. That's how my coach used to say it. Flapping them legs, smelling like funk. Because it's gonna travel. It's gonna travel and spread. And we can't function like that.
Nerd.
So we can't
flapping those
like
legs.
That. Right. You get the stomping and stuff, and
it's too much.
Smell bills.
It's too much. Honey. It's close quarters.
Right.
Close quarters.
Even with band, you do all that dancing and cocking them legs open and doing all that. Yeah, you can't be funky. So I think that is one thing. I think like little tips and tricks of staying fresh if you can throughout the day. You got a hot day, have your little baggie with know a little kid. Have your little kid. You know, if you're gonna need to freshen up, you can't go take a full shower like you want to. Right. So I think that's one thing I learned. Yeah, and that's still. Jeez, Louise. Still sometimes maintain.
I can agree. I can say the same with that. Because I had that same coach, and she did not play that. And something else I learned from that. This probably the most random thing ever, but I still pay attention to how I do it now. With that coach, to enjoy my food. I remember I used to ask her all the time, why does it take you so long to eat your food? And she's just like, you know, because I take my time and enjoy it. She's like, I chew my food slow, like I just enjoy my food. And I also get my steak medium because of her. I don't get it well done. But yeah, little stuff like that, like I learned from her. Just like, I don't know.
It's how to be like dainty.
Yeah, just real feminine, ladylike dainty things. Yeah. She just was like, yeah, you don't eat your food fast like that. And I'm telling you, it would take her, we were going to a game or something, and it'll take homegirl from the time we leave the school to maybe like an hour and out, like 15 minutes away to finish like a Chinese plate. Yes. Like to even put a dent in that thing. But she has enjoyed it. But yeah, and that enjoyment I apply to other things too. And I order my dessert first sometimes. Yeah, so little things, but yeah.
I love those things.
Yeah.
I love that it was, there's other people in your community at that age that weren't like, it wasn't just like girls your age you were learning things from. Mm-hmm. You had other women in your community to learn things from, and that's beautiful.
Yeah, definitely. It's important.
Yes.
It's very important.
All right.
Very important.
Last question in high school, and then we'll move on. All right. When it came to senior year, how did friendships start? Because like for some reason, senior year makes you go feral. And I remember how like there were the most fights, the most breakups, the most like, I mean, everyone's getting into colleges and doing things and going on to different things and ending things for no, like they won the lottery and they're just like, F you, and like leaving their jobs for some reason. And everyone's just crazy. But I don't know if it was like that down here, but it was very much like that up there.
I can't. So I ended up going to college with my high school friends. However, there was a bit of a divide, I think, between, it was like a group of us. I don't even know how to really explain it. It's like certain people were friends with certain people in certain groups, but other people were closer than others.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like we're all friends, but we're broken up into two different little squads or little groups or whatever. Which, you know, was weird, but at the time we just lived it.
It wasn't weird because you were there.
Yeah, we just lived it. Because we understood where the differences, I guess, were. I'm
trying to think. I want to make sure I answer it the right way.
I was just, it's more of a like generalization of the whole senior year experience. Like, what was your friendships like during that time period? Just because so much is happening.
I did see the vibe, you know, and it was a lot of pressure. Yeah, it was a lot of pressure because, like, you know, some people were going to college, some people weren't, and then I had a lot of my friends going into the military, and like I did the ROTC program at that school, and I could have went, but I didn't go. And it was just like, you know, not knowing what I wanted to do, not feeling like college is gonna be for me, and you know, not having it really explained to me well, like the options that I had. It was just like, oh, we can't afford to go to college, you know, so it just didn't go.
Cool, non-option.
And like I basically graduated and stepped straight into adulthood. So once I entered into that realm of, you know, stepping out into life, like I kept in touch with my friends who like went to the local college, and a few of my friends that went to like A&T and whatnot. But like mainly my other friends who were adulting were the people I still kind of kept track with because hey, we on the same groove. Yeah. You know, and but it did after a while, like it did like you could see the change. Like people's going out to school, they're just doing their thing. And then like back then, you know, only people who were in college could get on Facebook. So like you didn't really know what people had going on unless you kept up with them. You know, so it did get very different very soon. But I did like the fact that now that I'm an adult and I'm in other spaces and have more free will, I did start to meet new people and people who had different views than the people who I've always been around. So it was a growth thing. So senior year was exciting and it was just felt like a lot of pressure, but it turned out to be a good thing. That summer after graduating was lit. I had an apartment and everything. Me and my homegirl. I stepped into adulthood heavy, strong. Strong.
Is that school was definitely like chaotic. However, I didn't have a lot of friends at that age. I had like two, and one was going with me to the same school, And I honestly could not tell you what the other girl was doing these days. And I feel terrible about that, but that was over 10 years ago, girl. Let it go. But me and the girl who were going to the like, we ended up getting closer, and we tried to be roommates, but it didn't happen. And I would say I saw other sides of people. Like, I stopped seeing people as one-dimensional as I usually did. I was very, like I said, I was a very, like, straight and narrow kid, and I was also a very, like, one-dimensional kid. Like, if you showed me one side of you, like, that's just who I thought you were. And I just didn't, believe that you could be anything else. If you were mean to me, I just thought you were a mean person. I didn't believe it could have just been an off day. You're just mean.
That's all.
Yeah. And I would say, like, unfortunately, it took like 18 years on this planet to realize, like, oh, like, you want to go to be a doctor? Okay. And, like, getting to talk to people, and then, like, realize, like, you have lives outside here. Because I was a very also sheltered child. I didn't get to go to sleepovers or birthday parties and things like that. So I only knew a few people's lives, and their lives were not the greatest. Yeah. My life wasn't the greatest. I kind of just assumed, like, you either have a really nice life, like a Disney child, or or you live like me. So I got to see, like, there's a bunch of different types of life. Like, it really opened my eyes. Senior year really opened my eyes. And then getting to college, another mind-blowing experience, because I roomed with a person who I've never dreamed of rooming with. She was just a girl I knew, but we ended up being, like, really good friends because of it. And one of the girls who I thought was, again, the one-dimensional, she's just a popular girl. She was really nice. And she really liked checking out people's. We would go around, me and her would go around and look at everybody's dorms rooms and, like, tell them, like, oh, you could do this or that, or like stuff like that, because I love decor. And they really loved how I set up my room. And so, like, I would go and give people, like, tips and tricks, and she would come around with me for that. And it was just like, I thought you were just a butthole. And you're not. You're a nice lady. So, yeah, it really opened my eyes to, like, wow, there's a lot of life out here. And I think that also started another spark of just, like, I want to learn about everyone and everything. And I want to be open to all these different experiences in life. So, yeah, senior year was a doozy. I met you guys. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did.
That's a whole nother world.
You
yeah.
did.
I was just thinking about normal people experiences, but
Oh no. We're gonna show up sideways. We're showing up sideways.
We will, yeah. Can you switch to your back camera? That'll usually zoom you out a little bit further. Technical difficulties.
No. How do I switch the camera?
I don't know. Not a clue.
Lord have mercy.
We had to switch devices. Mine died because we were not planning on going this long. But to be fair, we've been off the air for 3 weeks. So we're getting all that chatty going on.
It's not letting me switch my phone.
Well, it will.
Oh, here you go.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, this is where we were supposed to be. Like everybody said. Thank you for still sticking with us. We're so sorry.
Oh, stop it. Everybody stay.
We still got
you sweet babies. Thank you. We appreciate you guys sticking through. This has been a long live, but it's been a very, like,
good live.
Great chat. I have loved reminiscing on all these cute little old friendships.
And it's crazy because my best friends are together right now. My homegirl, shout out to Nay, Big Lun. One of my other best friends, she's a comedian, and she does the R&B bingo, and they had the R&B bingo in Fayetteville today, and they just took a picture together and sent it to me.
Oh,
yeah.
Talking about something, she missed me. I miss you too, I guess.
I don't know if I can be singing, but that's all right. I'm here.
If you scoot towards me a little bit.
I was here.
All right.
Can you hear us if you're still in here? Because the mics are blinking, and I don't know if that is a good thing.
Oh,
tap the screen if you can hear us.
Okay. I saw a couple comments. Oh, stop it.
You can hear us. Can y'all hear us? Yes, we got some taps. Thank you, Kyle.
All right, wonderful. Thanks.
Okay, because they're blinking and I don't know what that means. Anyways, getting right back into it so we can keep moving along and get y'all onto your Sunday. Some of us got schedules to write.
Gotta get my jewelry.
Adults. We are now all adults. And I think before we move on any further, because you guys have been with us so long, do you guys mind saying what year we graduated high school? Just to give a perspective on when this was. Because we speak like dinosaurs. But
We do. 2005, probably. Wolverines. West Side, where we ride.
2009, Wolverines.
2013. What were we? The Writers? No.
Oh, God. How do you not know your school? It wasn't that long ago.
The Warriors.
All right.
Oh my God, I didn't go to games. All right, so now you know kind of like what we're working with here. Now we're all adults. We're all in our 30s. What is it like making friends now? What is adult friendship like?
Awkward as hell. It's very awkward. Where do you go to make friends?
So the adult friendships that I have made have been coworkers.
Yes.
And they have, you know, I have two that have really stuck. Now I follow a bunch of old coworkers on Facebook and stuff like that, but I have two that like we still, you know, I still get invited to certain things. We still chit chat. We got a group text. So yeah, but I still have my high school friends.
I love that for you. I wish I still
have my
hung out with some people from high school.
I still have my high school friends.
Yeah.
I would say
some has fell off, but some are still here.
Going strong.
You know, so
I would say the majority of my adult friendships are made coworkers or bathroom bars.
Okay.
I have met a lot of nice ladies in the bathrooms at bars. I add most of them onto Snapchat, and every now and again we'll still bump into each other, say hi, you know, depending on the location. But I feel like the only friendships that I have that like I feel like I talk to them and I do things are my family.
Yeah.
And I have one friend who was made at a bar, but not in the bathroom.
Okay.
But other than that, like I feel like I have a lot of adult friends, and that is something I am changing this year.
Yes.
This year I am 100% putting more effort into making adult friends and learning and cracking that code.
Absolutely.
I think mine is like I meet most of my friends that are like coworkers. Like as far as the ones that have stuck, I only have one friend that, God, and I hope I'm not forgetting anyone. But I only have one friend that like stuck outside of people who I've known for years, because like my best friend, I've known her since high school, and we've been like best friends since 2012. My other friend, we've been friends since elementary school. And the last like legitimate friend I feel like I made was probably in 2017. And I met her on a singles page on Facebook, and we met up at like a mixer. I went and got her from the door, and we've been friends ever since. Like she's been to my gender reveals, baby showers, family functions, all types of stuff. But other than that, yeah, like my friends are my family. Like I'm very close with my cousins, and they are who I speak to on a daily basis. Outside of those other two friends, that's it. But I like that. I don't mind it. But I do want to make other friends, to like have other connections and to network in other areas of life. I need some mom friends. Yeah. I'm the only mom in the group. I remember when I used to be the only one that didn't have a kid in the group. So like, you know, it's a different side of the same coin.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do want to have more mom friends, but at the same time, it's just like mom friends can get very weird. So, but I need to put myself in spaces to meet those people. So that's something I'm working on this year.
That's what's up.
That is really good. And that's actually a great segue into starting on March 15th. We are starting our first group. It was supposed to be Sister Circle. That got pushed back to later this summer. Our new first group is going to be 4 weeks to making new friendships. We are, like I said, I was working on cracking that code to making friends and building friendships, and I believe that I've done it. And along with you, we are going to be working this program and making friends and getting out there. I'm going to be giving you guys the resources, the tools, practice sheets, groups. Oh my goodness. And I was playing with the back of it, and I knew I shouldn't have been, but here we are. But yeah, we are going to be starting that on March 15th. So if that is something that interests you, please feel free to either say, you can drop a bestie in the comments, or you can message any of us. You can message the Pro Bestie page, and we will send you more information. But the link is on our stand store, and we hope to see everybody there who is saying things like, I miss my friends, or I need to make new friends, or I have a goal of this, that, and the other to build a community, and you haven't done it yet. This is going to give you the tools to do that.
Yeah.
Honestly, though.
Oh man.
Well, we have enjoyed you guys.
This has been great.
I'm so sorry, guys. You know, as you can see, I'm the silly one of the group.
You're all good. Oh, good.
No, but this has been a wonderful live, a wonderful Sunday.
A wonderful conversation.
I've definitely
Yes,
enjoyed
yes.
this reset. It has been a good one, and it has been fun, like thinking about those times and reminiscing on stuff.
Yeah. We appreciate everyone who has been with us throughout the whole live. We also appreciate those who were able to pop in for a little bit. Again, please follow our page and catch us every Sunday on live at 4 p.m.
Sometimes 4:30.
Sometimes 4:30.
But never 5.
Yeah.
Sometimes 4:30, but
like that.
never 5.
I like that. Good line. That's a new line. That's a new motto.
So we appreciate you guys. Have a good evening.
Such a millennial.